This is just a quick lesson on how to take the derivatives of inverse trigonometric functions. And so I'm on page 204 in the MasterMathMentor book, and I just made some similar problems just to give you an idea of how it works. So on this one, this is A, I forgot to write y equals. So to take the derivative, we're going to use the formula, so I'm going to write it here to the side. Tangent to the -1 of x equals 1 over, actually let me put a u instead. Hold on. So the derivative of inverse tangent is going to be 1 over 1 plus u squared, I'm thinking of natural log. 1 over 1 plus u squared times the derivative of u. Okay. So in this case, our u is going to be 4x. So I'm going to start by writing that. 1 over 1 plus 4x squared. Make sure you put the 4x in parentheses. And then the derivative of u is just 4. So we could simplify this and say that it's equal to 4 over 1 plus 16x squared. Okay, on B, we're going to use the formula. Let me write it. So inverse sine equals 1 over the square root of 1 minus u squared du dx. So in this case, the u is x to the 5th power. So I'm going to come over here and just fill in that equation. So we have 1 over the square root of 1 minus x to the 5th in parentheses squared times the derivative of the angle, which is 5x to the 4th. So you could maybe simplify this and write 5x to the 4th over the square root of 1 minus x to the 10th power. Okay, so for C, again, we're using the same formula that we used on the last problem. So we have this u squared du dx. So in this case, that's an x there. In this case, our u is x over 4, but we have an extra thing to do here as part of the chain rule before we even make it to the inverse sign. So our derivative, we're going to put that 5 out front, keep everything inside the same. Now that's to the 4th power. Now we take the derivative of the inside, which is going to be the sine to the -1. So that's 1 over the square root of 1 minus x over 4 squared. And then we take the derivative of the inside of that, which is x over 4, so the derivative of that is 1/4. So that would be your answer. You could simplify it a little, maybe have 5/4 there. It's not going to simplify very much, though. You can basically put it all into one fraction. So I'll do that. So we have sine -1 x over 4 to the 4th power over the square root of 1 minus x over 4 squared. So that could be something that maybe could look a little bit nicer. Okay, and the last one is D. We have a couple things going on. First of all, we have the product rule here, and then plus this, so it's basically two separate derivatives. So the formula that we're going to use, I'll write it here. So it's going to be negative, it's just the negative of the sign, 1 minus u squared du dx. Okay, so here we're doing the product rule. So I'm going to take the derivative of the first one and leave the second one alone. And then plus, leave the first one alone and take the derivative of the second. So it's going to be -1 over the square root of 1 minus, in this case, u is just x. Okay, and now we do the derivative of the second part. This is a separate deal. So it'd be 1/3 3 minus 2x cubed to the -2/3 times -6x squared. So there's a lot going on in that problem. I would just leave it like this. I wouldn't do any more simplifying with that.